Okay, how's it going, guys? Okay, today I've got a little fun project that I tried. I'm doing a chrome black kind of spray on this. Now, I originally wanted to do a candy on chrome red, but that didn't work out so well. The candy actually had a reaction on the chrome. So, for those that don't know how to do the chrome thing, basically you're painting this with a 2K black. Obviously, you got your primer, your 2K black, and then you got your clear coat. And then you basically polish it down, and then on top of that you hit your chrome with no adhesion anything, and then from that you hit your clear again, and then candies or whatever you'd like to do. So just want to give some guys some feedback in terms of what I did here today. Now, this is an outdoor spray job. I don't recommend doing it this way, but I don't have access to a spray booth, and yeah, so I just did it anyway. Some helpful tips. Guys, if you're going to use a compressor, do not use a small compressor. They are useless. You're wasting your time. Get a proper compressor. Rent one if you need one. But you cannot spray this with a small compressor. You lose air pressure way too fast, and then you get inconsistencies. To give you an idea, this one was sprayed with a small compressor. You can see some lines running there. You see some patterns over there because the air pressure keeps dropping. You can't keep that constant pressure. It just doesn't work. Now, if you were to compare this, see if I can get the light off here. See, you guys, okay, you can't really see anything there. So with the light back on now, obviously, so first thing, this is actually the second time I've done this. During the day, I did the candy on this, and it just there's no other words for it, just fucked out completely. The candy paint actually reacted with the chrome paint that I used, and it just was total devastation. So if you look here, the surface finish on this compared to the other one, it just doesn't work so well. So this looks more like if you look up close, it's more like a metallic look to it. But if you stand from afar, you can definitely see it's definitely a chrome kind of paint. Just want to give you guys a rundown of the paints that I used. Let's quickly get to my bench over here. So as you can see, interesting here, I just threw out the extra chrome that was left with the candy, and it just messed up completely. Okay, so basically I got standard 2K black, nothing fancy on that. Surface finish you're looking for, this is a test panel that I used. I'll give that a little wipe down. But basically this is the kind of surface finish you want to go for. It's a little bit, got a little bit of oversprays on there, but you want to get it as close to glass as you possibly can. Get it nice and smooth. You can hear from that texture, the surface not good, but you want a smooth, clear texture. Basically, then you got your primers. I used a grey primer. Then you're using your 2K black, like this. Mix it up. This one was mixed with a 2:1 ratio with. I used 40% reducer on mine, and that worked out very well. Okay, and then it was hardener. So after your, where'd I put that other stuff now? Okay, well, I don't have it here with me now, but basically after the 2K black that you got, obviously this is a smooth surface, it's not going to adhere so well, but then you throw the chrome on that as is, you don't put anything there, it's going to mess up. Do not wipe this down, do not blow it down, do not tack it down, do not do anything with it. We'll mess it up. I tried that, gave it a buff with a 3000 sandpaper, polished it off. It came out absolutely horrific. Your base layer is your final layer as is. Okay, so there's a lot of videos out on YouTube and everything, how to spray chrome. I just want to give some extra info on guys that wanna paint chrome. You want extra information. Okay, so basically gun setup, obviously I got the moisture reducer. Pressure I was running at, let's get this light off here so you can see my gauge. Okay, pressure I was running at between 4 and 6 bar, about 60 to 80 psi is good, but you don't want to go below 3 bars or 40 psi. It does not work. When you go below that, the paint just does not work. Okay, and then basically, so layers what I did. If you go back here to the panels I'm doing, this one actually came out quite nice. This is the front Mudguard. So basically, like I said, you had the grey primer down, sanded down with 800. On top of that, I put 2 layers of 2K black, and then I went a bit crazy. I put 6 layers of clear on. Total waste. You only need 2 layers. Then check that your settings are proper on your gun. I sprayed at 60 psi. Oh, let's not show the gun settings. I'm all over the place. It's been a rough day, guys, so just bear with me. Okay, so gun settings. I was normal 2K settings on fan, medium fan, fluid feed 2 turns out, air pressure around about there, obviously regulated by that. Like I say, it's important to get a proper compressor, otherwise you are wasting your time. Now, when it comes down to the chrome, you want to take this thing in all the way fluid, that's maximum closure, no fluids coming out, and then take it about a quarter turn to about an eighth turn, full fan, because you're running high pressure on this. You want to make sure it's there, and then feed all the way open. That's how you want it. That's how you want to spray it. And then with the chrome, less is more. It's definitely, in this case, less is more. So this what we got here. I'm sorry, the daylight faded, so you can't really see so well. This what we got here is 2 layers of the chrome. On top of that, so what I do in between. What I did with in this case is normally people would let it dry and then put it on there. But what I did to play around with it is as the chrome went on, before the chrome went on, I actually hit the 2K black and then 2 layers of clear coat and then immediately onto that the chrome. And I think they came out fantastic. The surface finish is, the video doesn't show it, but it's like glass. And I think in the daytime it's really going to shine. So on top of this, what I'm going to do to come around the problem is I'm going to hit two layers of clear coat on top of this. My supply's running a little bit low, so that I need to address that. But the black chrome is looking absolutely fantastic. The camera's not doing it justice at all. Yeah, but basically the chrome that I use is from the this stuff. Mipa Mirror Mirror glaze. Okay, so with this stuff you want to spray it on very thin, very light. Do not even attempt coverage on the first coat. From the second coat you'll start seeing the chrome, and the third coat you're going to start seeing what I've got. So this is basically my 3 layers of chrome on there. That's basically what's going down on this, and then that works very nicely. So I'm still going to figure out how the hell I'm going to do the candy on chrome thing. It's not working out so well, and I really think that the candy that I used is just not compatible with this brand. So it's basically a pigmented red paint that you reduce with thinners, and then on top of that you put your clear coats and things. But I found that first of all it completely blocked out the chrome effect. Just want to see you guys here. I did like a little test spray. The candy that I used completely blocked out everything. You can't even see anything on the back there. So I'm gonna abstain from the candy for now, and then tomorrow I'm going to do a test panel. That other panel that I used there, I'm going to use the candy on that first and see how it goes. If it works well, I really want to hit it on here. I really want to get that red candy on chrome effect. So this is looking a lot like just the silver metallic, because that's what the Mipa paint is basically. It's a very fine aluminium silver metallic. So I can actually put more layers of chrome on this, and depending on the surface finish. So I'm going to play around the test panel, get an idea of what I have to work with, and then once I have an idea of what I have to work with, I'm going to hit it on these panels and probably make a follow-up video to work on that. But it is quite tricky. This is a very, very labor-intensive project. I've probably spent about a good 3 weeks on this. Basically, in clear coat that I used, this stuff, paint job said it was very good, so I used that. 2-to-1 ratio, 40% reducer. With the 40% reducer, it works very, very well. It really comes out nice. And then, yeah, that's basically the long and the short of it. I'll probably make a follow-up video on that, but you can just see these flakes just reacting with that. I just threw it in here just to not throw it on the floor, but or in the dustbin or wherever. It's better just to dispose of these things properly, because they are chemicals, they are hazardous to the environment. You don't want to mess around with things. Yeah, so that's long and the short of it. Tomorrow I'm going to play around a bit more with stuff, and then I will upload a video and show you guys how that came out. I first need to get this panel. Like, this is not, you can hear that. I'm not happy with that finish. I want to clear that off and then play around with this panel and see what I can do before I put it on the bike. And yeah, that's it. Hope this video helps. Any questions or anything will probably be answered in the next video.